most respected dignitaries on the dais, of the dais, dear friends from media, Madam Mrs. Nalini Badmanabhan, the founder of the Infinite Seva. She has beautifully invented this name, Infinite Seva. Very beautiful name. God is infinite. Seva also infinite. So aptly worded. I congratulate Madam for her noble initiatives. Just now, Mr. Manimaran was narrating his experience. A few years before, me and my dear friend Dr. Sivakumar performed Kumbhabhishekam in my village, a 100 years old temple, or more than 100 years old temple, but for many years Kumbhabhishekam was not at all performed. So with friends like Dr. Sivakumar, we were able to organize the event and we improved the infrastructural facilities. Now regularly pujas are being conducted. As rightly told by Madam Nalini Badmanabhan, there are several temples in Tamil Nadu. I think Tamil Nadu is one of the top states in having more temples. According to recent statistics, including the village temples, there are roughly about 2 lakh temples. 42,000 are under the control of HRNCE. Village temples, community temples, and so many other. Sometimes there are many temples within the streets also available, small temples. During my tenure as HRNC secretary, we initiated a program called Varukala Pujai in remote temples, particularly in Adadra welfare temples. And similarly, we identified temples which never saw any improvements, particularly in backward districts and backward areas. That huge funds were allotted to the tune of several crores and improvements were made. In Tamil, there is a saying, Koyililla urla kudiyirukka vendam. So knowing all this, our kings patronized the temples. They were inspired by Alvars and many other saints. And now Kerala is called God's own country because of thanks to its nature. But we can call Tamil Nadu as the God's own destination because there are so many other temples. In fact, spiritual tourism attracts more foreign tourists. Many foreigners come to India, Tamil Nadu particularly, to see the beauty and engineering marvel of our temples. But unfortunately, what is lacking here is hygiene, cleanliness. If that is improved, definitely it will go a long way. Realizing this aspect, we had we organized Ulavara Panigal. We identified temples with lacking facilities in and around. For example, bushes were not removed and toilets were not properly maintained. Kind of things were identified. As a result, thousands of volunteers were identified to undertake this event. And during festival time also, queues were formed. These volunteers came to the help. So such was that. And because of our initiatives, people like Shiv Nadar and Sivandi Adityan and many other, one man millionaire from Singapore, Mr. Shanmugam, all came to support the temples in many parts of Tamil Nadu. Now Madam has taken up this noble venture. Definitely it will go a long way. Temples are not, in Tamil Nadu, temples are not merely places of worship. It is also a place where, they were acting as local banks in those days. For example, Big Temple was lending money to the poor, needy. The cows they received were distributed to the farmers, poor farmers, and they formed societies. They generated income. That way, and the learning centers also were there. And apart from being fine arts centers, poets presented their works before the gods. That was the kind of things which were taking place. We all come to this world with a purpose, charged with some duties. Now with initiative from Madam, let us all take up this duty to serve God. I close my speech with a saying, life is no brief candle. It is a sort of splendid torch. which I have got hold for a moment. I want to make it burn as brightly as possible. With these few words, I close my speech. Thank you very much.